Hey everybody, this is my 20-gallon angelfish tank, and I recently found a lot of slime in this tank when I was doing a water change, and I wasn't sure where it came from, but I suspected it might have been from my mystery snail. And as of yesterday, the mystery snail did not look good. I was beginning to wonder if it was even still alive. It was lying kind of on its back over on the left side, like it had fallen off of that angled rock and was just sort of stuck there. But when I came down this morning, it was in a different position, and it is now over here. However, it does not look good at all. It's lying the equivalent of what I guess you could call it on its back. Its foot is just kind of hanging open. Its little trap doors just kind of flapped open, and it's just sitting there. Its antennae are curled up, and it hasn't moved in quite a while. So at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and put it in a bucket of shallow water and just let it sit and see if we get any more movement or anything. I mean, if it doesn't move and try to retract into its shell when I touch it and pick it up, that'll be a pretty good indication that it's already dead. But I am going to go ahead and pick it up and put it in a bucket, whether it moves or not, just to be sure. And then we'll let it sit, and we'll just come back after a few hours and see what happens. But I think at this point, my mystery snail has finally died. It's a few years old, though. I mean, I've gotten quite a long life out of this mystery snail. I've enjoyed it very much. But I think today is going to be the day that we say goodbye to it. So let me get it in a bucket, and we'll be back here in a little bit and see what's going on with it. All right, everybody, good news. When I picked it up, it did indeed retract its foot, so I actually decided to set it back down on the bottom of the tank to see if it would just, if I righted it and put it up, on its foot, would it be able to just begin doing its thing again? And when I tried to, it floated back up into that same exact position, so clearly there is an air bubble in the shell or something. So I did pull it out and put it in some water in a little bucket by itself for a little while, and we will see what happens. I don't know if it needs to work that bubble out. I don't know if that bubble's in there on purpose. I don't know if it's in the process of dying. Not really sure what is going on at this point, but it is now out of the tank, and we'll be able to keep a clearer eye on it. So we'll get back to here in a few hours, and we'll see what's going on. Alright everybody, here we are the next day, and I still really don't know what to make of what I'm seeing. I just checked, and I do believe the snail is still alive. I looked at it yesterday, it did move, its foot retracted, and it righted itself, so I did see a little bit of movement in the tank, or in the picture here yesterday. And just now I popped in and physically pulled it out, and when I turned it over, water ran out from the inside and a bunch of slime ran out from the inside of it, so that didn't seem good. But I had a little sniff, and it smells absolutely fine. There's not a whiff or trace of dead snail smell, and its foot pulled in and retracted just as tight as it could be. And that is a sign of muscle tension. And if there's muscle tone and muscle tension in there, then it's alive. At the moment the thing dies, that foot would just go limp, and that little trap door that kind of seals it in there kind of falls open. It does not stay pulled closed like that. It's got to be a living animal pulling it shut like that. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know why it's behaving oddly. I used to call it my parkour snail because it ran around the tank practically. It jumped off of things and climbed over everything, and it was a really, really active part of this tank. And then suddenly it's just doing what it's doing now. So I don't know if it's dying or if it's going through some transitionary period or something. I really don't know. But there you go. There's my update. We will keep it separated for now, and I will do any more updates in the future. But for now, we're going to call this the end of this video. It's been 2 days, and it is still alive, but we don't know exactly what's going on with that snail yet. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. And don't forget, this one is my 20-gallon angelfish tank. So thanks again. I'll see you real soon in the next one.